Welcome, fellow Clashers, and thank you for stopping by Clash of Clans and Clash Royale attacks, as we've got some clutch moments in recent games of Clash Royale from myself and Peter $17, so let's get right into a replay. This is at Arena 6. I am level 7, facing Aimbot, who is also level 7. And I have brought my favorite deck of late, and that was Balloon Freeze Mirror. Now, the Mirror card gives you another exact copy of the previous card you played. Now, right away, he starts off with an assault on both lanes, Barbarians on the right, the Prince on the left-hand side. Now, you can see his cards up above, but I could not see those during the game, of course, so that does make things a little more difficult. I'm immediately on defense, and my right tower way down. Over half of that tower's hit points, 2/3 are gone already. But now it's my turn. Balloon on the right, I've got some Barbarians left over on the left-hand side. I've got the freeze spell ready, waiting for him to counter. Instead, he drops his own freeze spell, and now I've got the Witch on the left-hand side. I drop a freeze, then he counters. This game's so fast-paced. I drop the Skeleton Army to try to stop the Witch on the left-hand side, and my assault on the right does some damage, but not as much as he's done on my tower. But I do have information now. I know he's got the Witch, he's got the freeze spell, and of course he's got the Prince, who is very dangerous, especially in combination with the freeze spell. I've got my Goblins, Spear Goblins, one of my favorite troops, going down with a mirror on the right-hand side. He counters with barbs. Now I've got his tower down pretty low in health. Barbarian versus Barbarian action, 4-on-4, and here comes a Goblin Barrel, but I am just about ready. There it goes. Arrows take that Goblin Barrel down. Gotta deal with those Goblin Barrels, or they can really do a lot of damage very quickly. So now he's countering again, and this game is all about countering and attacking. Here come the minions. Really no way to stop them with anything other than the Skeleton Army delays them while the tower takes most of them down. More Spear Goblins. Now the minions get through, but the tower should defend. And again, both right towers really far down in health. So this is getting tight as we're almost down to a minute left. Here comes the Prince on the left-hand side again, dragging that Prince off to the side with my own Spear Goblins, but he's got Spear Goblins and the Prince again on the assault, but just in the nick of time, I drop the Barbarians down and they prevent a lot of damage on that left-hand tower. But there goes his barbs, there goes my Goblin Barrel right as he dropped his Inferno Tower, and he doesn't have a unit to counter, and I get the right tower right away. He had spent all of his elixir on that Inferno Tower. Now on the right, his Goblin Barrel, my arrows. Attack is really getting close now. Under 40 seconds left, but he's got to try to get that right tower down. And he's going to do it with a Prince and a Witch at the same time. A dangerous combination. I counter with 2 sets of Spear Goblins. He drops a freeze spell, and here we freeze the frame. Check out his placement on the freeze spell. He dropped it off to the left, trying to freeze the King's Tower. But the King's Tower does not do damage to opposing units unless either A, one tower is down, or B, the King's Tower itself has been damaged. So by placing it there, he fails to freeze the other Spear Goblins, and that gives me the upper hand in that exchange. Back to the action, 26 seconds left. He's trying to get this tower down just for the tie right now. Now right here, I use my arrows, and that leaves me vulnerable to the Goblin Barrel. Sure enough, here it comes across the screen. All I can do is try to drop my Spear Goblins to stop him. And right here, the tower, 20 hit points left. 10 seconds remain. Here comes a Witch stacked with minions, and here comes the most clutch freeze spell ever with 4 seconds left, stopping the units in their tracks, ending the match 1-0, just barely edging out Aimbot in that very close match. When the levels are close, when the cards are close, the matches can be so close as the balance seems very good right now. And here is a replay from Peter $17. Now, he uses a slightly different deck. He's got Hog Riders, he's got a Goblin Barrel, and he almost always seems to start out with that Angry King emote. Maybe it's an intimidation factor. So there's an Inferno Tower from the opponent right off the bat, and there's a Hog Rider over the river and a Balloon. So Peter may be taking offense to the fact that this guy's built an Inferno Tower, not going for any of the other towers. And there comes a Goblin Barrel on the right-hand side. Will it be answered by arrows? Well, eventually, but not before there's a few hundred hit points chipped off there. And Peter a little slow to get rid of those minions, and he loses in the first exchange, losing a lot more hit points than his opponent did. So there's another angry face and a giant skeleton. What can Peter do to stop this giant skeleton? He's got a freeze spell up, he's got Barbarians. Great placement right there, distracting that giant skeleton. One of the few troops that can take down a giant skeleton, Barbarians. Although, of course, they fall to the bomb, at least they prevent that skeleton from getting to the tower. And he drops that bomb when he goes down, so he almost always does massive damage to anything in the area. And now we've got Barbarians moving on the left-hand side. He answers with a Witch, which could work out with those skeletons slowing the barbs down before they take down the tower. The tower also working on the barbarians, so Peter's lost a few more hit points on that left tower and minions coming after him on the right. What's he going to do to try to stop them? He freezes them. Good move, just about all he could do. A group of minions, although not that strong, can do massive damage to a tower if they get there in one piece. So the Inferno Tower now defending, he's got his Hog Rider working on that, so the Inferno Tower goes down pretty quickly, but will the Hog Rider have much health left to get to the tower? He will not, and he is down, and Peter is way behind at this point, with that left tower down to below 1,000 hit points, and just over a minute remaining. Now they're both saving up elixir. Peter drops his barbarians on the left-hand side, and another giant skeleton, and the barbarians have been used. So he's going to have to distract them with spear goblins. Not as effective, and there he goes after the tower. A clutch witch is going to pull him away once again. Can the skeletons keep him occupied long enough? And there goes the bomb. Takes the witch down, but does not damage the tower much. And Peter, with the goblin barrel, launched on the other side, and an assault from the left instead of answering the goblin barrel. So the attacker choosing to trade off hit points for hopefully getting this tower down. Minions, he's got his prince, spear goblins, barbarians. This is an all-out full attack, and it looks like that could be the end of this tower. Units, just more units pouring in on the left-hand side. Arrows answering, a witch trying to defend that tower, just about down. And the barbarian, last barbarian, is going to fall, and the tower, less than 100 hit points left, and here come minions. Balloon on the right-hand side, 13 seconds left. The minions are down, they fall to the witch. The balloon distracted by the Inferno Tower, but Peter drops a freeze spell on the Inferno Tower, and another goblin barrel. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. We're going into overtime. It is sudden death, but here comes a Hog Rider. Skeleton on the left-hand side, but the Hog Rider gets the tower down first, and Peter with a clutch, sudden death, 1 crown win. And there it is, final score 1-0, as we see so many of these matches play out. I know you guys are excited for global launch, and I will definitely let you know as soon as Clash Royale goes global so everybody can play it. In the meantime, don't forget to check out my other episodes. Subscribe for the earliest possible update and sneak peek information, and of course, as always, thank you guys so much for spending a few minutes of your day with Clash of Clans attacks, and I hope to see all of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, 1v1 mate. Are you scared?